last time we spoke about investing in a stock market, on a stock market, trying to to figure out which is the right way of saying it. And I just gave a brief background and history as to who can invest there. In fact, everyone can, including your own kids. And I did mention that you need a brokerage account to be able to invest. And remember, your intentions should be to invest for long term. And remember that it is risky, so you don't want to invest money that you cannot afford to lose or money that you want to use very soon. So long term means look into putting your monies away or investing in stocks for a period of over 5 years up to 30, 40 years. That will help you. So I don't know why you guys were not telling me that. Why you never shared? Yeah, we learn every day. So I figured out that I can blur some figures, which I'm planning to do because, guys, I'm honestly, I won't have time to sit down and put a video together. Lives are much easier. We sit, we talk. Those who ask questions ask, and we keep it moving. And with videos, I must edit, I must upload, I must remove this, and you really need enough time, more than enough time in your hands. So I've never used Easy Equities app on my iPhone, so please bear with me when I'm a bit slow. I always use it on my other phone, and I'm not familiar with that. Hi, Sissy. Hi, Noma. So I know, Sissy, people. Hi, Bonsile, my baby. I know people are busy, but if you're gonna replay, guys, yes, it should still be the same message. And thanks for your support. And don't forget to watch the ads. So I've downloaded the app, which you would do as well from your app store, from your App Store, and then here's the app for Easy Equities. We did share it. So you're just gonna click, and I did mention that I've already have an existing account because I'm an investor with stock markets. So I've been buying shares. I didn't do it as soon as I would have wanted to. And if you are in your 20s, start today. But obviously, start with the homework, start familiarizing yourself with the process. And please, guys, do not delay. You know, the people that you tend to keep your money with, e.g., the bank, banks, it takes that money. It's either they would borrow it out and make more interest. So they'll take your in savings amount where you're getting a relatively small interest and borrow it to Unomabaso, for instance, and charge her 15% interest, 20% interest, or they will take that money and invest with stock market. So rather you also get to understand the stock market and invest your money where tomorrow it will, we say you work for your money today, but tomorrow it will work for you. And there's no money that will work for you sitting in a savings account. Yes, if it's for emergency, it's okay. For rainy days, it's okay. Even that should have a limit. Don't put your 200,000, it's sitting there idling and you're not making much money. So I'm logging in so that we start the process. So I'll just give you an overview of the system, how it looks like, where to invest. Sorry, so that you at least have an idea on where to start. So that's that. Now I must remember this password. Here we go. My goodness. Death by passwords. Death by passwords. And if you are working on systems at work, there's other passwords as well. So there's a function where you can blur the values. Guys, you have no idea how excited I am. Every time I learn something new, I just want to pump some champagne and celebrate. So I did say, part one of investing on Easy Equities, that if you've never downloaded the app, you've never invested with stock exchange, you've now spoken to your a certified financial planner, and you are now on the same page. You understand what the risks are. You've discussed your risk tolerance. You've discussed how much you can afford to invest with stock exchange. You now download the app. And remember, guys, I'm not a certified financial advisor, so I'm just giving you tips. I'm just sharing how I got where I'm at, and I'm not saying copy and paste, but this has worked for me. So tomorrow, don't hold me at gunpoint and say, Ma, you said if we invest in shares, we'll be rich. You'll definitely be, but you need to know your story. Tsekane, hi, Sissy. Was it Takane? Yeah, I was wondering, which I'm saying it wrong. So once you sign on, guys, you're gonna come up here. So obviously there's things I can't play, which is fine. And here on top, okay, one, if you didn't have, let's start there. You're gonna log in, you're gonna register first your profile. I spoke about that on part one, and update and make sure you complete your information, personal information, addresses, KYC, the whole shebang. And once you are done, you will get a confirmation from Easy Equities or via email, and then you are good to go. So you will go in. It will be different when you sign in for the first time from someone who's like me, who just goes straight to a total value of my portfolio, which I've played there. So once you've signed in, I'm sure your total value would show as zero because you would have not invested before. And on the side, it will show you how much profit you've made percentage wise, and values as well, to say how much throughout the years. And I hope you will invest over the years, not overnight, because if you're looking into investing short term, look at other asset classes or look at other platforms. This should be your long term investments, because we're talking stocks. And then from here, those buttons, do not shy away from them. Whatever system you're using, always click on them. If they've got them, sometimes it's just three buttons, and those three lines will in fact give you the full rundown. As you can see, it shows you invest now. Just want to see new listing, which shares has just been listing. If you want to sell, you'll click on selling, which, guys, hold on as much as you can. Don't sell too fast. My recurring investments, you can set them up that you don't need to every time you actually transfer money into Easy Equities and then invest. So you can have it like your stop order, for instance, that every month you, in fact, you just automate your buying of AMA stocks by using that. So I do have recurring. I'm just trying to think on this app now, on another app where I'm investing, where I don't have, if I forget, it automatically buy a stock for me. Then there's pending orders. So if you've bought shares over the weekend and the stock market is closed and you want to check, it will be under pending orders. There's switch unit trusts, you can switch them. And as you can see, you can buy vouchers, Easy Equity vouchers, as a gift for your family, which I think would be amazing, more especially for kids. And this is where you'll redeem them. If someone bought you, gifted you with a voucher for thanking you for helping them with something, or for your birthdays and any special occasion, anniversaries, I don't think there's a limit into gifting. And here you can, under accounts management, you can add new accounts, account preferences. That's where you add, because I told you, you're gonna see now, it will show you your tax free, it will show you your ZAR, which is the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, it will show you your USD, which is the US markets, Wall Street. If it's still Wall Street, it will show you Australian markets. Here you can add the markets, add and manage accounts which are not showing on your drop down or on your default screen. And then And this part here, you can learn, if you click those two, like the Easy Academy, you can learn so much regarding, guys, is stock marketing, investing with stock exchange, Easy FX, and then transaction history, just like where you'll be able to see how much you've bought in terms of transferred into your Easy Equities accounts, and the statement as well. And this transaction will also show you which shares gave you dividends. So you'll be able to see on shares that, remember, not all stocks pay dividends. You are able to check which one high will actually pay you dividends. And that's your portfolio. Oh, sorry, guys. Just wanna go back. There's nothing there to so blur. And even under your portfolio, you still have uh, those drop downs. So you can add an account for your kid. You can see you can invest in stock exchange uh, for your kids basasebancane, account preferences, notification preferences, when you want to see every time your stocks are paying you dividends, accounts management. You can change your password when you want to refer and end. Remember, you get 50 rands when you share your link with someone, and you can have the two-factor or on certification to make sure no one can access your monies and transfer and do as they please. And I'm sure you've seen this with other apps as well. Source of funds, very important, where the money is coming from. SARS wants to know, sorry, financial institutions wants to know. And you can see even there you get that Easy Equities Academy. Use it, learn from it. So maybe let's start by where do we start? Okay, how do we invest? We've already gone there. So you're gonna click on invest now. So that's how you're gonna invest. But guys, you can't go and invest now if you don't know what you're investing in. You need to first find out where you would like to invest. I just want to check something with you. And this is the filter by accounts that I told you. You'll have that as ZAR, which will have your Pick and Pay shares, your Woolies shares, so many companies, even so it's South African markets. As you can see, there's Rainbow, there's Pick and Pay, there's ECA 20, ECA 10. I've always known ECA 10. Now I see there's 20, which if you want to play with crypto space, it's your ECA. So you can't buy a cryptocurrency directly, or cryptocurrencies so many using equities, buying them individually. However, this EC10, which I think the EC20 is the same, we'll try and check it out because this is the first time I saw EC20, will give you an opportunity to invest Guma cryptos, which I'm invested in there. But guys, we all know Gucci, what is going on. So if you look here, all the companies that are on Johannesburg Stock Exchange will show here. And then you can click on see all, then the whole Johannesburg Stock Exchange will come up. You see, then all of them. But the best way, guys, because there's a lot, I think it's hundreds and hundreds of companies, is to use that search button. So let's try and say ShopRite and see what happens under the search. So now you're looking for a company that you're interested, you can see, to invest in. So ShopRite appears, and you are able to see ukuthi, okay, before we do that, you are able to see the last share price, guys. It was 308. Is it 308 rand 69 cents? And that graph will tell you ukuthi, is it going up, is it going down, and all that. I just want to check. Okay, because I said invest now. Now it, and okay, let's start with this. So the ZAR, we've done an example. You'll get all the companies that are invested on Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Do search them. You can go through the list because some companies you won't know, like pharmaceutical companies. If you don't know, Guti, they are listed as what, you might have a problem. So you can just scroll up and look for the name if you struggle with the search button. And then you can also invest GUI tax-free account. You can see there, so your amounts will not be taxed when you invest. They won't be taxed even when you cash out, and we know that one has a limit, guys, 36,000 per annum, and then 500,000 per lifetime. And if you skip even with 1 rand, you start being taxed 40%. So be very careful. And if you've got a lot of tax-free investment accounts, I'm one of those. You need to manage all of them. Always be conscious, Gucci, you haven't exceeded your 36,000 per annum. Is it 36,000 per annum? Yeah, I think it is. Just wanna, I'll check that and make sure I don't wanna go out. And then there's US dollar markets that you can click and invest. Google, Amazon, Google, Google, Tesla, guys, you name it. Right here, this is where you'll buy AMA shares was a US. And I will encourage you. Obviously, they'll be much more expensive than the South African shares because they're in rands, the US ones are in dollars. But that will help you when the rand shows us flames. Ukuthi, you are covered and you've hedged against the exchange rates. Hi, Carol. Ubuyi uthi finally got you live, been catching up. How are you? I'm great, Sissy. Thank you so much for joining me, Suripai. And like I said, there's crypto there. If you want to invest in crypto, don't give your money to strangers. Just use this particular one. So this is showing, okay, let's first remove this, the ShopRite Lapa, and see. As you can see, there aren't many cryptocurrencies that you can invest in, except for now there's a third one that I see being Fetch AI, and then there's EC, but this one is failing you because it doesn't even have the last price. ECA 20 and ECE 10. So you can buy those shares. You can see the last share price for ECA 20 was 70 rand 85 cents, and the other one was 82 rands 33 cents. And remember, guys, you don't have to have the 70 rands 85 cents to buy the ECA 20. You can buy with as little as 1 rand. So you'll get in a fraction of the share. You won't get the one share. So they've given opportunity to the every man on the streets who wants to invest guma shares or stock to be able to, because you're gonna soon see there are shares that cost a fortune, and if you can't afford, let's use a crypto for instance. I think when I checked it, I can't recall. Let's see if we can check. A Bitcoin. Bitcoin, let's check. Bitcoin buying price 1 million and tonton. Is that correct? Hold on. Yes, 1.1 million for one Bitcoin, you know? So if you don't have that, the current price of Bitcoin is 1.1 million to buy one Bitcoin. So I don't think most of us has a million to buy to invest in one Bitcoin. I'm sure you do have millions, but you want to spread your investments and you don't want to put it in one basket. Remember, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So easy equities gives you an opportunity to invest in this Bitcoin, even if you don't have 1.1 million to buy one Bitcoin. You've got, let's say, 5 rands, you've got 100 rands, you've got 700 rands, you've got 1,000, you've got 100,000, you'll get a fraction of the coin, not the full coin. So I'm sure you understand that. That's the greatest part. Ukuba easy, which is you can be a player. We stock market, not a player of a boy or woman, a real player with real guns. Money is, even if you don't have much, with the little that you have, you can start. So don't fear the system. Those who use the systems at work, click, check what's behind the buttons. Learning a system, I won't be able to teach you everything. I'm just giving you an overview, but you need to personally sit and click on these tabs and see what's hidden there. You need to personally go through the academy, and you do get discounts, like to buy or to pay for your fees and all that. So you even get rewarded to teach yourself how to use the app and what's behind the app. So there's crypto. We've seen where you can invest in crypto. There's also that prop is for property. So you can invest in property. Guys, gone are the days where investing in property is only excluded to a brick and mortar. No, you can own properties through shares. So you can buy shares using easy equities, wama properties. As you can see, it does say the property. You can invest in European markets, Canadian markets, and so forth. The list is endless. Go on the system, see what you can do, but remember, there are risks. So be mindful, get the right knowledge, take time to understand. Don't go full on, head first. No. So I wanted to show you that. And I also wanted to show you, Gutsi, now that we've spoken about the shares that you can invest in, cryptocurrencies and properties, there's other categories that you can invest in. So guys, it is a maze. There's so much on this app. You choose my cartel. As you can see, equities will be the shares that we spoke about Amazon in the US, and do check what's under European markets as well, Chinese market, Australian markets, see what's there. You can invest in ETFs, the exchange traded funds. Let's talk about shares. Under equities, this first tab, hold on, guys. You see, all the shares will be there. Vodacom, you name it. Abanye, I don't even know. Blue Label, AT&T. If you know, you know. I just want to go back and show you the ones under equities, next to that ETFs. Equities will be your individual stock. When you buy Pick and Pay stock, when you buy Woolies stock, when you buy, guys, the stocks, the Anglo American stock, if they still call that. So you're buying individual stocks, Toyota stock, if they are listed with JSE. Most companies are Discovery stock. So you're basically buying a stock for a particular company. So you're buying individual stocks. Where else we spoke about that, Kupatu and Gucci, the risk could be a bit high, because if something happens to that company, we know, that's it. The stock price will plumb, and you find Gucci, you've lost money depending on how much you've invested. The greatest thing about investing on these exchange traded funds, these are funds. So you're buying a basket of companies, guys. So you're not buying an individual. If you are big on construction and you also love the exposure to pharmacy, but you also love a little bit of exposure retail industry, manufacturing industry, ETFs are the way to go because you are investing in a basket. So your risks are spread nicely. If one company struggles financially, the other one will boost that basket, that fund. So you won't suffer as much as you would if you buy individual stocks. Remember, there's always a flip side with everything in life. If you buy individual stock and that company does well, and I'll use this example again, like Capitec. If you bought, in fact, I checked their stock prices the other day. I wanted to cry. There was a time when their share was 20 rands. I think it was 2002, if I'm not wrong. I was looking at their share prices. And now we're going to check them, 2000 and something per share. Can you imagine the amount of a profit you would have made? So the same thing applies if you buy individual stock. You could have an awesome story to tell, e.g. Capitec. If you bought years ago, you can buy now. No one knows what will happen in 20 years time. Speak to your financial advisor. No one is a crystal ball to be honest, but those with the knowledge and experience will be able to guide. I'm big gigamina, guys, on ETFs. I invested on ETFs. I think maybe this year is my year 15. I also started small, like 100 rands and ETFs, guys. There's also, I want to show you maize, like how the so many companies invested with Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and so many companies invested in a US stock exchange. ETFs are the same. You need to know which ones will make you money in the near future because, hold on, guys, I just want us to go and see. It is amazing. And guys, excuse me. In fact, I was looking at just to when I say there's so much going on, I was just looking at there's the book called Paradox of Choices, and I know the summary of the book, and I was just going through it to go to. There are so many choices of late that you end up getting confused. There's people who try to do their research for such a long time because there's just too many choices. You are unsure what to go for. Don't be caught busy getting paralysis analysis where you are analyzing non-stop. Take maybe five, research the five, speak to someone who knows, and start investing because it will take you forever, guys. There's so many investments out there. There's so much information. I come in and tell you this. Someone else comes in and tells you they prefer crypto assets. Others says no, go for bonds. Others say commodities. Others say go for ama-notes. So nje, just be conscious about it. Don't waste your time trying to understand everything. You won't. This is under the ETFs that I'm talking about, Guti. When you invest in these funds, just look at the list, guys. It is endless. Where do you even start? I guess that's where research is important and people with the experience to help you out. JP Morgan, they've got ETFs. Signia, they've got Satrix is there. And even under Satrix, there's Govi, Satrix, Quality, South Africa. And I thought I'll just go in and see Satrix, Quality, South Africa. Okay, I'll try and see if there's a place where it will give us the information because now It wants me to invest. And the Satrix DV Plus, guys, the list is endless. The list is endless. Oh, invest S&P 500, MSCI World. There's a top 50, top 40. We know there's top 40 as well. Ungagcina uthi, where do I start? Where do I even start? There's Rafi, it is a lot, but those are funds. The risk is lower, I would say medium to low risk than investing in my equities. Equities, guys, are high risk. High risk, high returns. High risk, high losses. So ETFs, you can go. Equities, we went and we saw about Pick and Pay, Lapa, and other ones. Crypto, we already clicked and we saw uh, those two that you can use, because the other one is doesn't look like it's listed as yet. Even under property, guys, I think if we click under property, there's a lot of companies as well under property. Kunabo Block and Rosan, is it Rosan? I've seen them selling houses around. There's even Seahorse Neisner. Since I just came back from Neisner, I think my eyes went directly there. So go through, check, speak to your financial advisor, find out which shares Zama properties. There's the Mother City edition. If you are in Cape Town, you can invest. You don't need to be in Cape Town. In fact, there's one, Blade, Fitzgerald, guys. The list is endless. But remember, each investment attracts, especially when you get returns, uh, profits. Profits, returns attracts a tax, guys. We can't run away from a tax. So there is loan which when your interest is up to, I think it's 20 something odd. Just check, guys. I don't have the exact amount, 20,500 or something. You don't get taxed, but over and above that, but I stand to be corrected. So let's continue, and then I will show you how you can invest from here. I just wanted to first show you, Guti, you can invest in so many asset classes. There's bonds, if you want to, there's commodities as well. This one has I just wanted to see if it has a see all, because I think there's others that are not showing here. I don't think all the categories are here. So I think for now that's that. And then that's where, let's see, let me try and invest and show you. So you're gonna go again, those three lines, and click invest now. And then you'll have to choose. So let's say I've already done my homework. Okay, let's do this. Let's go back. So you'll go back to those three lines. You'll click on what you want to do. There's options there, guys. Even here on your profile, remember, check. If what you want to do, like change your password, is not here, go on your profile, you'll find it there. So here we're clicking on invest now. And then we can choose which, do we want to invest in these markets. So let's go for ZAR, because you can't buy individual stocks with TFSA, guys. It only has to be here. So I want to, let's say I want to invest in, let's go again, City Shop Rice. Guys, I'm obsessed. I don't know why I never bought these, guys. Okay, there's their share price. It shows you 307 rands 88 cents. Then I click. Remember, I did say there's a demo account that you can use. So use that demo account, guys, and play around before you use your own money. It will help you a lot. So this is a ShopRite individual stock. If you want to buy as like a ShopRite, you can put discount clicks. The list is endless. It is currently selling at 308 rands 63 cents per share. And you, if you are buying, is 308.86, so couple of cents difference, and the last price was 308.63. So if you want to see how ShopRite shares has been performing, you're gonna use those tabs. The guys, I'm sure you can read graphs. you know, 29 July 2024. If you click go 1 month, it will tell you how much was the share price. 298. You can see that it went up ngoba siku August manje, but this line shows you that it dropped and it went up. When it dropped, it was 289 rands 88 cents. That was on the 9th of August. It even shows you the dates and all that. So that's the 1 month view. This is 3 months view. When you want to see what's been happening with the share price for the last 3 months, you click there. 6 months. Let's go on 1 year and check it. Here's a graph telling you, Gucci, how the ShopRite share has been performing. So let's look at the dip when it went down. Here, uh, it was 232 rands 6 cents on the 23rd of April 2024. Bheka manje say 310 bani, they on top 308. So if you bought these on the 23rd of April when the market or the share price went down, and there are different reasons, okay, guys, that can lead to share price going down, when our financials are coming out, when there's something that's on the news. There's lots of reasons. So if you're buying individual shares, you can already see, Gucci, you ought to keep your ears and eyes open all the time to find out, Gucci, what's going on with that company that you're planning to buy into. You can't just wake up and say, I feel like buying this cam. You need to do your homework. Hi, Glenda. Hi, sweetheart. And let's see, in 13 October 2023, it was 237 rands. So this will give you an idea, Gucci, are these shares going up, or is this particular share struggling? If we had a flat line like this, flats like that, not these up and down, you can see it's going up, we would say, maybe it's not a good idea. And when you listen to the news, you hear, Gucci, there's trouble in paradise, the CEO is involved in some corrupting, don't only be wary. But you need to know. You can even Google, how to analyze individual shares, how to make a decision to buy shares. You can go on YouTube. How do I decide which shares to buy in JSE? Those who've shared, which you look at the financials, you look at the history of the company, you look at the facts, and you look at this, will give you an idea, and you need to follow that before you make an informed decision. So now, it's either you wait for this share price to drop from 308 rands and few cents, there's some change. When the market goes down, or there's trouble, or when the US sneezes, we catch a flu, like last time when I made a live and I said I've invested today because the markets were bleeding. You can wait for such, but You don't wait for markets to go down and start doing your research there. In the meantime, make a decision where you want to be invested. Is it properties? Is it bonds? Is it crypto? And start checking ukuthi which ones. If it's properties, which shares would be the best? If it's ETFs, which funds? Is it Divi? Is it the top 40 in Johannesburg, which consists of the companies that are performing, well? And when the one drops in terms of that, number 40, then the one which was 41 goes up, and so forth. So you ought to know. So once you've done that and you've done your homework and you've looked at what the share price was, and you can see which it is low, you can buy. You then go ahead and you buy. I first wanted, because you can't just buy unless you put monies into the account. The reason why it's allowing me, okay, maybe let's leave the demo account. You can see my South African market, the ZR, only has minus 4 rands 20 cents. I don't know how I got to be in debit, but nevertheless, you can click that one, because that site we were using a demo, and you get to the screen. So maybe let's start from the top. So the top part will show you the share price of whichever company we're using, Ushop. Let me go down a bit as an example, and I just want to see, and you can see it says JSE open, and you want to buy when the stock exchange is open. It will be closing around 5, opens after 9. When it's closed, guys, please try not to. And then we spoke about the share price. If you are selling your shares or buying, those are the amounts you're looking at. And then the graph that tells you how these shares have performed over the years. And I want to click on max, because maybe you want to see, if you are buying them at 300, have they ever exceeded 300? And it gives you from 2016, because remember, Shoprite has been with stock market for a very long time. Those who came in early are really smiling all the way. So the max will show you, it is very high. It was here around these years, but here you could have bought. Look how much profit you would have made. So they dipped in 2020. Oh, most shares, guys, we know during COVID. Those who were clever, they were buying, and they were not just waiting for death, because some made it, and yeah, they're smiling now. And this Yahoo Finance, so there you see the share price, and here Yahoo Finance, you can click and read a bit about these shares, the articles that are there regarding Shoprite shares. It will give you the information there. I didn't even know ukuthi kusasenentekuthiwa uYahoo, but anywho, as you can see, there'll be an article regarding the shares, where they were, what they're doing, and I wanted us to. They've got their research as well, our research, but don't solely rely on this research. Do yours too. So this is Equities research. You can also read up and see, and they tell you exactly what is going on in terms of the stock markets and in terms of Shoprite shares. Here, consumer stocks during the festive season. This article was 30th of December 2021. I checked this, and somehow I just found ukuthi their research, like the latest one is 8 June 2023, doesn't show the latest information. If it does, is Equities, forgive me. I checked last week and I was like, this thing looks like it's so outdated. And when you have money, not like me now, who only has 4 rands 19 cents, then you will go under ZAR, guys, is rands, and put, let's say there's 1,000. I first want to see where you load the money to make the life easier. And so it's up to you. I always use values or you can use the number of shares that you want to buy. I use values because in most cases, I don't even have enough to buy one share, more especially if I'm buying into companies whose share prices are like 3,000 per share, 5,000 per share, and I only have 500 rands. So I will put here 500. And you want, every time you buy or you place an order, you want to make sure that it includes my charges. With everything else, guys, there are charges as well. I wanted to see if they show the breakdown of charges. But the charges that you're gonna pay on this platform are not as crazy as other platforms. I wanted to see if we will be able to see uh, what the charges are here. Uh, investment cost. Here we go. So just below where you'll be buying, number of shares or the amount, you've got all that information. You can even donate your monies, and you can click to see where your monies go when you donate them. But after that, it shows you even when I buy shares for 1,000 rands, I'll get only 3 shares, yeah, and some change for eShop rights. And then the cost breakdown is right there. As you can see, guys, that's your cost. Investment cost for 1,000 rands will be 3 rand 43 cents, and they show you what they charge you for. We pay everywhere. Broker, commission. Remember, there's people behind the system, they need to be paid. My brokers, easy money discount is there. So because I have easy money, it shows me discount. Settlement and admin, guys, there's always admin fees, and it's only what, 80 cents. So all those fees you'll pay. There's also investor protection levy, yeah, 1 cent. Value added tax, we pay VAT everywhere, 12 cents. And we're talking about the 1,000 rands, guys, for ShopRite. Obviously, if you're gonna invest 10, these costs will be higher. Securities, transfer, and admin is 2 rand 50. Just to give you a breakdown, Gucci, you are paying, but the total is there on top, 3 rand 24 of everything. And I wanted us and then it donate for good. You can donate 5 rands, those who are givers, 5 rands, 20 rands, or 200s. But I like the fact that they left it on none, so they don't make you donate unaware. You can make that choice. And you get this one, select your buy order type. Guys, always, okay, maybe let me not say always. I normally buy la kuklikwe khona, buy at best available ask, so market order. So it means I'll be buying these shares at the 300 and odd price, because if you click this one, you're basically saying you only want to buy when the share price is below 309 and 30 cents, or is equals to that. Abanye, when they click this, uh, in fact, you can, okay, it says insufficient funds. Maybe that's why I can't even go on. You can choose, Ukuti, you only want to buy this share when it gets to which amount. And let's be honest, guys, this is ShopRite. We're using it as an example. The share price to buy is currently 309 rands and 30 cents. If you're going to choose to set the system to only buy when the share price is maybe 300 rands or 250, which, yeah, you need to wait for real something to happen for it to drop that low. You ought to be realistic. You can't say only buy these shares when the share price is 150, because of chances of that happening are very slim. So you will stay not invested because you've chosen a very low share price, which is the system. You can set that. So if you don't want to buy it at 309 rands today, now as we speak, and remember this share price, guys, is delayed with 15 minutes. So it's not there because as I speak to you, niyazi kwenzakalani lapha ku-floor. The numbers are moving. The numbers are moving. So that gives you that. But remember, if you choose that second one to buy it only at your ask price, you get charged because someone must monitor that process. So I always buy at best ask what the share price is currently showing. So yeah, and I wanted to get to and I want let's go quickly to I hope I didn't leave. I've already left. I wanted to quickly show you guys. I hope you still follow. It is quite technical. We're talking a system, so it's not a matter of sitting and talking about a theory. A system, you have to go through it. Although I'm not gonna go with detail engako. There's something I wanted to show you that appears, and this is where you'll set your recurring information ukuthi how much you want to be the recurring amount, annual increase, which you always need to do with your investments to beat inflation. This you will have. The amounts needs to include or exclude the transaction fees, which I would choose inclusive. But if you don't want, you want to, for instance, invest 500 as a capital, excluding fees, you can put excludes fees, but don't be surprised when you see the transaction on your bank account and you put the debit order, they've already clicked it for you, or use available funds. So if you always leave available funds here, they can use them like mine, -4 rands, but there's people who will have like 2,000, 10,000, so that the recurring amount is there. You can choose how often you want to buy these shares or the recurring to take place, monthly, quarterly, or annually. It is entirely up to you, and you select the day when, if you've where you feel comfortable because you'll have money in there. And don't forget to confirm, terms. I accept terms and conditions and confirm. And that's how you set up your so-called debit order. Gucci. It will continuously buy these shares for the next 10 years, 20 years until you retire. There's one thing that I also want to show you here because we haven't gotten, excuse me, to that part. So I want to go to the ZAR market and hold on, guys, just give me a few seconds. I'm on a different phone and the tabs are slightly different. I just wanted to show you how you load your accounts before you can buy. So how you load your ZAR accounts, how you load your US accounts, how you load your prop accounts before you can even get to, hold on, just want to see if I can find it here, before you can buy the shares, because you won't be able to buy unless you've got monies available. Okay, I'm reading other things. Let's see there. And don't forget, go back to those 3 lines. That's where I'm heading to. And see, ukuthi add and manage my accounts. Will it be here? Manage existing accounts. No, this is demo USD. Okay, I'll tell you guys, just give me. Well, the system is a bit slow, but I think I'll have to go to my portfolio. Okay, it has signed me out. Let's log in. But it's fairly simple, guys. I hope you are following. And even better, I hope you've downloaded the app. And as I'm talking, you are moving with me because we all know, especially those who've worked Kuma systems, you can't learn the system sitting like this. The best way to learn a system is to click. As the person tells you, this is where you find what, you also go and see, oh, this is where. So as I'm talking to you as a mother, you should be clicking, my kids. You shouldn't be looking at your mom. Okay. Uh, it's big as they are. South African markets. I wanted, guys, where it shows me. Hold on. Let me go to my portfolio and see. Phela yazi when you'll think once you change your phone, kuba ngathi you are new to this market. Invest now. Ready-made portfolio. Browse all shares. Just wanna say something. I wonder why, and I was there, guys. Hold on. I just want to show you how you can load, and it's such an easy do where you just load, and I can't seem to find it now that I need it. Okay, let me go to account. Let's see. No, it's not that one. Bear with your mom, guys. We are almost done. And under your profile, now that I'm there, you can change some information. I just saw my profile. So there's my personal details there. If you want to update your, let me hide my personal, KYC, your ID, but I don't know why you would want to update your ID because when you set that up, maybe your marital status, you can do it right there. Guys, yeah, I was trying to see, okay, let's see when you sell. Okay, when you sell, you'll go on those three lines. I'm still trying to figure out how I load my accounts. When you sell, you'll go on sell, you'll click there, and the shares that you have, let me maybe show, guys, this is not to encourage you to buy any of my shares. Any shares that you have like that, ARC Investments, you will click on it and sell. Remember, once you've sold, and it will tell you what's the selling price. I just want to see if it shows how much I'm invested on the shares. Okay, it doesn't show my investment. So the selling price currently is 6 rands 5 cents. So you will use the same concept that you would have used when you buy to check, highest selling. You want to buy low and sell high. So you want to see, apart from 605, has this shape ever went up in terms of ukuthengisa? Here at one stage it was 6 rand 87. And guys, when it comes to shares, even 2 cents, 10 cents, 100 cents makes a huge difference. So that was the 5th of August. And remember, this is 1 month view. You can go as far as max 1 year. Let's see how much I would have gotten. Okay. Uh, September 2023, it was only 5 rand 99. So if I sell now, I would get far much more than what I would have received. And there was a time where people sold this share at 6 rand 90. But remember, guys, the selling price is dependent on how much you bought the share for. I bought these shares a while back. I can check how much they were when I bought them. So when I sell, I wanna make a profit lucrative. So I can't buy a share for 3 rands and sell it at 50 cents. You buy a share for a certain price, you buy low and you wanna sell high. You wanna buy a share at 20 rands, e.g., this is purely an example, and you wanna sell it when it's sitting with 60 rands, 100 rands. 3,000, 10,000. So be careful of that. So I can't say to you, I only sell when it's two rands. How much did you spend? Invest when you were buying it. No lutando. Thanks. It means you are following Dumsile Hisis. So that's that. I wanted to show you. You can buy. We've went through the process of buying. What I'm just not getting to, which is very strange. Let's try this. Is that uh okay, maybe let's do this first. Tesla. Okay, so if you want to, let's tap Google US markets. And there's Tesla there. If you want to buy shares with Tesla, they are $212 dollars 91 cents. These are dollars, guys, because now you're playing international markets. Our Ford, they also have a long list, like we did say. Ferrari, if you're driving a Ferrari, you should be owning the shares as well. Don't just consume it. Does it go up in value? Who drives a Ferrari to tell us? Robert says, the car value depreciates. A car is a liability. Someone might say, I drive a luxury car. It doesn't go down. Oh, so let's use the Tesla. And so you will have to deposit, I'll have to deposit funds. So you'll click there and to buy the shares. Buy now. Guys, why am I not getting where I need to deposit these funds? Hold on, that's where I'm headed to. Your funds are 00 invest amount. Click here. Hold on, guys. I don't know why here. And on that other phone, it is so easy. Buy. Let's say I wanna buy with the 212. How much was the 213? Just want to see if I can do it this way. Yes. Fund accounts. Oh, here we go. That's what I was looking for. The fund accounts. So you've chosen the shares you want to buy. And you can go here and say, let's say you want to buy the number of shares or the amount. Let's just say I only have $400. Remember, the Tesla's share price is there on top, 212. There we go. 212, 213 to buy it. So you'll go, you're gonna check. We've spoken about the graphs, the importance of knowing your graphs. If you want the news or some information, the is Equities research, what's on Yahoo's finance, and then when you get to this where you buy your shares, let's say I only have $400. $400, and we know this account is on zero. Your available funds are 00. If you've got available funds, you've been buying or playing in an international markets, the balance will show here, but I don't have. So you go there and then I'll just click on go there on my phone. Done. And then, like I said, I always buy when the market is open. If you've checked what the VAT is, all the shebang, and then I get to this here at the bottom, fund account, because you can't buy with zero, guys. We know that. So this is where I will fund this account. You can use the Easy FX. I have no idea what that is, guys. ETF. ETF, because we're talking about ETFs, exchange traded funds. I'm already in the stock markets. EFT. So your transfer, you'll use that. And then Gcash bills. Ningangibuzi, I'm not in the US. I always use Elon, the EFT. So with the EFT, it will give me the banking details. Oh, theirs is different. Maybe we must do. They bank with Citibank and whatever, whatever. But I just want to show you, Gucci, I can just copy. Guys, it is very important to have the correct reference for whichever market you'll be playing in, because you don't want to fund your ZAR accounts kanti you planning to buy Amazon shares. Make sure your reference is correct, and you don't need to know it off by heart. You can just copy there, and when you do your transfer, you just paste. But this one is so strange. I guess it's because it's yeah, it's an international. But those are the banking details you would use. Citibank and Swift code CITIU, New York. And then you use your reference. Even here, there is a reference. Let's try the ZAR, which I've done, and it's straightforward. But I want to tap into international market very soon. So let's say here we're buying first rand shares. Ne? I once worked for them. Okay, let's first look at the, okay, because I only have 4 minus 420, so the first rand share price is right there. Guys, I'm sure this step you know by now. I don't have to repeat myself. You'll be buying at 85 rand, 38 cents. And then you just look at the graphs. We spoke about that. You look at the news. You've done your own research. And let's say I've got 2,000 rands to buy that I've put aside to pay myself first to buy these first rand shares. So I'm not donating at the moment, so I'll skip that, and then I'll go on fund account. Guys, you can't buy until you fund your account. I just want to make sure. So here you'll have different banks. You're gonna click here. If you don't bank with ABSA, ABSA is there because it's alphabetically. You're just gonna click there, and other banks will appear. If you bank with Capitec, you click, and then guys, it is so easy. When you open your online banking app and you just copy, open the tab of your online and you paste, copy and you paste, copy and you paste. That's what I wanted to share. And don't forget to use your correct ETF. It is also right here, ETF reference for this ZAR. You also copy it and you paste it under the beneficiary. And once you've done that, guys, you can now decide. So mine was 2,000, but on your online banking app yakho, if you change your mind, because I don't only want to buy a first rand, I also want to buy rainbow shares, then maybe let me buy with 5,000. You'll put 5,000, provided your shares are under ZAR. But if your shares are not only individual shares, and okay, let's finish that. Once you've copied all this information, so you're basically copying over to your online banking information here. Let's go through it again quickly. So I wanted 2,000 rands. It doesn't matter. You can even buy for as little as 10 rands. But I wouldn't suggest about 10 rands lapha online. Maybe you can do 100. So you're basically copying the account name of your ZAR, the the account number, you copying your reference number, which will be your account number. And if you don't bank with ABSA, like we said, you're gonna click here and click on whichever bank you use. They'll have different. So you just copy, instead of, if you're banking with Investec, you don't need to go to your online banking. Ufake first account name, First World Trade, copy, like type it out. Just copy and click under account name. Account number, just copy the account number and click. And it also helps you avoid errors. You get why they did this. Your reference, because it's got that dash and whatever, just copy it and go click it under your reference. Go. Hi Zamambata. Go your online banking. And give it, guys, maybe 30 minutes or so. Sometimes in 10 minutes, I mean, I've done the loading of depositing funds into my ETF, into my Easy Equities accounts, and it has happened like sometimes 5 minutes the funds are showing. But always remember, if here it shows 00, you can't buy shares, you can't buy ETFs, you can't buy properties. You need to first fund your Easy Equity accounts. And I want to go back and just clarify that for the last time. You've got these accounts, Easy Equities. We spoke, these are all your accounts. You've got ZAR, where you buy equities. We saw what equities consist of. Individual shares. I'm wrapping up now. Individual shares. So you're gonna fund this account if ufuna ukuthenga ama-individual shares. If you want to buy amalona abo ETFs, unit trusts, and exchange traded funds, you're gonna use this tax free. You guys following it, and the reference is different from this. If you use this reference, your monies will go here, so you won't be able to invest under tax free. Just get that right. If you want to invest go US, you click that one, you copy. There you saw the only thing you can copy is your reference, but they gave you the Forex account number, which is Citibank, and there's two. The other one I didn't check. I am quite positive, even with Canadian markets, it's the same thing. Like crypto. Crypto, I mean, I'm able to get a crypto under EZAR. I don't know why here it separates unless you see, let's see. Yeah, you can. It's the A10. Oh, actually, maybe they're trying to have a separate tab for a crypto. I could buy my crypto. It's the A10. Excuse me. Okay, now it looks like they've moved. Okay, then you'll use this crypto tab to buy your cryptocurrencies. And remember, they also grouped like AMA ETFs, AMA funds, they grouped. So you can't buy Bitcoin or Ethereum individually. There are so many of them, guys. I can't keep up with those coins. You click here, make sure when you copy to your online banking, you copy for the right account. So don't copy the information, yeah, USD, and you want to buy South African rands stocks. Don't copy the property accounts information when you're not planning to buy property. Maybe you want to be a player, UK, United Kingdom markets. But all the markets are here. All the markets are here. Do not forget to start off, and there my funds, you can deposit, yeah, deposit here. You can even, guys, transfer, but I know there's a transfer that you can't do. Maybe you can transfer from the, I didn't want to do that. You can transfer from your dollar accounts is equity to US dollars, if there's funds here, guys, into your TFSA or is the equity ZAR. But remember, Gucci, you might not be able to transfer the funds in between accounts if they are not enough. Withdraw, you can also withdraw. So there's a tab for withdrawing of funds as well. So this is a whole new world. Uh, altogether, but it's an account that you can use. There's one of many, and I meant to check ASA Capitec. Apparently, you can Easy Equities is on a Capitec app. If you've got a Capitec app, maybe start there instead of downloading this particular app and see what I've shared. Does it align? Maybe their tabs are different, their screens are different, but it's nothing major unless you are born before technology and you're struggling to familiarize yourself with the new tech and how things are going. But if you're a brave lady or a guy, you just go on the system and you click and you check. You ought to be curious when it comes to a system. Good. What is hidden here? What happens if I click copy? Where am I pasting? But most systems, guys, if you let your mouse to just stand on a certain section, even if it doesn't have the icon, the UI, it will tell you what's behind what the information is there. And I think I've covered as much as possible. I don't think I've left anything out. And guys, we are over an hour, 1 hour 16 minutes, and I want to wrap it. And I hope, wishing you the best of luck. This is the high level, which ended up being detailed. I'm sure you can comfortably now download the app, research on whatever shares you want to buy, whether it's individual shares, whether it's you want to invest in property, whether you want to invest in commodities, you want to invest, guys, the list is endless. Cryptocurrencies or exchange traded funds. Do your homework, check, find out what your risk tolerance is, look into your budget. How much do you earn and how much are your expenses? How much do you have left after you've paid? Guys, it's important to invest. It's important to have money. It really, really makes your life so much easier. But don't just invest when you know which you are still drowning in debt. Invest a little for when things go wrong. You don't want to get into more debt. However, make sure that you are killing your debt and do not let your monies lie in a bank account. Find now we're talking investments, not saving. There's a huge difference. So Easy Equities is for investing. Play around with the demo account. They give you the money you can buy shares within the South African markets, even we US market. Buy the Amazon shares, buy the Tesla shares, buy the Google shares, buy the Ford shares. Check every day, check every third, fourth day, once a week, how those shares are going. Where do you click to transfer? Where do you click to see the maximum buying price and all that? And when you are comfortable, then move to the real life. And guys, buying or investing in the stock market is different from trading. Traders are sitting with those huge screens looking at the numbers like those guys on JSE floors or Wall Street floors or Australian market, United Kingdom markets, and checking as the prices are going up and down. You are an investor if you're going to choose this route. If you are a trader, I don't think Easy Equities is for you. So do not gamble. Do not time the markets. Just spend enough time on market to realize your profits, your gains. And if you are unsure, I'll urge you to speak to someone who's done this before, not a scammer, not someone who will say, "Nibonile business transfer." That transfer is between your accounts. Not someone who will say, "Transfer your money and I'll invest on your behalf." Do not allow that. Your certified financial planner with Elon, a license number, to tell you what's the best way. Some banks, like we said, Capitec, you can invest with stock market. FNB, I know for sure, and I'm sure other big banks. Rather go to your bank if you don't want to download is equities, or it's too technical for you and you are confused even more now that we've had this live. Go in your bank, but be a player with stock markets if one day you want to be rich. And be honest with yourself. Don't invest in money where you will be down and out if the markets go down at the time you want to withdraw. But always remember, markets go up and down. So even if the market is bleeding today, 4 years from now, 3 months from now, a month from now, a year from now, the share prices start recovering. So as long as you stay invested, you don't let your emotions guide you, and oh guys, ngoba yanicontrola nokuresign into encane nje sobhala iletha, just go in your corner, breathe as the markets are not doing what you expect them to do. And that's why I'll ask you not to look we market every single day, every minute like a trader. Buy your shares when you have money. You've done your research, you've spoken to the right people. Leave them, let them grow. Even if they go down, I promise you they'll come. What goes up will come down. What goes down has the strength and the zeal to go up again. So do not stress. So that's my 2 cents worth. But I do not see anybody athi I'm creating wealth, I want to leave a legacy engasi a player without being a player with stock market, because even the people that are using your money, they are they are with stock markets. Even the woolies that you're buying your groceries with your 10,000 rands every week, they've got shares. You saw they are listed there. Let's look at their share price before we close, then we can go. I think I've covered everything. If I've left something, guys, uh we most probably gonna talk about it some other time. We most probably gonna talk about it some other time. I just wanted to check Woolworths and let's see. And all the share prices are there. As long as the people are listed, guys, Woolworths, with stock markets, you'll find their information. And there's information here, Google Business Live, everywhere. Woolworths. Woolworths. Let's try and search. I think I can go overseas. Okay, ZAR. Always know which individual shares, you'll find them under ZAR. That's your Woolworths. That's your. Why says hide? I must. Let's return. Woolworths. Why are Vela in dollars, guys? Are they called something else? Hold on. I only see Woolworths Holdings Limited. Oh, no. Yibo. I hope Yibo. Let's look at them again. The share price is 65 rands. 65.59 if you want to buy, 65.55 if you want to sell. So everyone is here. Everyone is here. As long as that company, Netflix, for instance, okay, let's say all. If you watch a lot of Netflix, why not have shares Netflix. So I'm closing, guys, because they're under US. You have to. Oh yes, go up, sir. Yes, exactly what you spoke about. So you're gonna open your online banking, copy paste all this information, and load your accounts. Mara later ZAR. What was ZAR in? Okay, I wasn't there. Uh, I wanted to see their share price. Then we are out. It is $688, guys. 70 cents. 688. Oh my word. Can we quickly see how much is that in rands? USD. It's just a 689 because there's a couple of cents there. So it's 12,240 odd. Remember, we rounded it off. Share price one share, yeah, Netflix. But remember, you can invest kuma Netflix shares with as little as, we said, ZAR, as little as 1 rand, 5 rands, USD markets as well, most probably $5, $10, so you'll get the fraction of in Netflix. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for listening. I hope this was fruitful. Now it's time for you to take your app and play around, and don't just leave it good demo or playing around. When you are ready, move it to the next step, and let's all, if possible, this is not financial advice, be players with stock markets. You saw the list is endless of the assets that you can buy. You can choose market tailor if you already have physical properties, whether commercial or like Barbizan residential properties. You can then come in and look into bonds. You can then come in, look into stock, equities rather. You can come in and look into exchange traded funds, or you still want to divest your portfolio by having properties which are not in a physical form, but rather with stock markets. And thank you for liking. Thank you for always being here, for listening to me, and wishing you all the best. We are here to create a wealth. We are here to be able to say, when we're feeling exhausted, can I take a break? Can I just leave my workplace and live my best life? We can't come and all we do is work, 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 work. You know, someone, and I'm going to use this line more often than ever, summarized it so well. This person said, we look for a job. For when we have a job, we work so that we don't have to work ever. Oh, guys, how do you like that? So, as you are looking for a job and you're wondering where you'll get this money to invest, is equities, I wish you all the best. And if you already have a job, but you feel like you don't have enough, sit down with your finances, just the two of you, y'alls, be honest. There's some way where you can cut down. There's a way of maybe trying to find another way of making an extra income, and don't chow that money, guys. Live with the enjoyment that you're already enjoying, and just channel that money into a stock exchange. Guys, 10 years from now, you're gonna sit and say, I wonder opilo ya mama. I wish I could see her portfolio. So she bled it. I wonder sekanemalini ku-stock exchange, because I'm here for a long run, and I wish you stay the course and don't time the market, don't gamble, invest. Keep well and bye.